Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Corinne, also known as cakedcoreyy. Hope that you guys are doing well. And today we're back with another video. And I would like to say, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please hit that subscribe button. So I did want to take a minute to talk about what's been going on lately with everything. I have not been posting because of the Black Lives Matter movement. I wanted that to be like front and center on Instagram, YouTube, all of that. I wanted that to be like the main focus, and I did kind of start posting a little bit more like a week or two ago. So this will be my first video I'm going to be recording since the Black Lives Matter movement and everything. So I did want to start off by saying, if you guys haven't donated, please go and donate. I've donated to a couple places, and one that I do remember off the top of my head is the NAACP, and you can go on their website and donate right away. And they start from like $25 to like $100, or you could customize how much you want to donate. And you could also do like a continuous monthly donation, which is pretty cool. And there's a bunch of other ones all over the internet. You can literally just go on Instagram, and so many people have them tagged in their bios. And I also would like to say that if you don't have money and you don't have a job or something like that, but you still want to support the whole movement, you can go on YouTube, and they actually have AdSense videos right now. So I think Laura Lee did one, and there's a couple other people I know that did it that I can't think off the top of my head, but there is this one that's like a hour-long video, and it has so many ads. And if you just let that play in the background of like you cleaning your room or like driving somewhere, and that's just playing in the background, there is some pretty good music that plays during that too. You're donating money just by listening to it or just by letting it play. So those are really cool options that you can do, very easy and simple. It took me like 5 minutes. Obviously the AdSense video takes an hour, but you don't even have to be watching it, honestly. It's just about the cause and like you supporting everything. So I hope that you guys are being safe, and if you're protesting out there, keep on doing it. I unfortunately can't be doing that because I have elderly at my home, and I have my mom here, so I am more concerned about getting COVID right now, but I do support everything that's going on. And on top of all that, I ended up starting work, so my quarantine unfortunately ended. And unfortunately, because I do miss being at home and spending time with my family, but I am happy to be back at work and seeing my coworkers. And on top of what I'm about to say, it's been very crazy there. Let me tell you, it's been very crazy where I work. And first week was great. I started June 5th, and it was really cool. Everyone was really nice and excited to be out, but after that, people have been kind of not in the best mood, and it's been hard, honestly, on top of being stressed out with trying to keep everyone safe and making sure that I come home safe and don't track anything in the house and stuff like that. So this 2020 has been very crazy, let me tell you, just in general. And all I have to say for the end of this spiel before we get into the video is be nice to people, don't be rude, have manners, and just like show people kindness and respect and love, because that's what we need right now, like all of that. And I did say that on my personal Instagram to some of my followers, but that's how I feel right now, is we just all need to be loving and just be there for one another and support people. And there's no time for, this is the last thing that we need, is to be negative and rude and all that. There's no time for that. So with that being said, I hope that you guys are doing well, staying safe, and staying strong. We're gonna get into the video now. And so this is gonna be a old makeup video. So like stuff that I used to wear, kind of how I used to do it. And I wanted to do like high school, like stuff that I did in high school. And I graduated high school, oh my god, I graduated 6 years ago. Wow. Doesn't feel like that, honestly, but yeah, I graduated 6 years ago. I'm gonna be 24 in August, so in case you guys wanted to know. But I honestly can't remember exactly how I did my makeup in high school. I do know that I loved makeup since I was in like 7th grade. I started doing my makeup. I begged my mom to let me do eyeliner and mascara, and I just don't remember exactly what I used. I used to use the Wet n Wild, like those little 3-panned things that said like brow bone crease eyelid. I used to use those all the time, and I used to do like green. They had like a green and purple one, and I would wear that, and like I was so ahead of the time. Like I was so into eyeshadow in high school. I was into doing my brows before doing brows were even cool, and like after a while I kind of stopped doing my brows and stopped wearing so much like eyeshadow, because people would be like, why are you wearing that eyeshadow? Why your eyebrows? Like I used to get like a lot of comments, so I kind of like tried to tone it down, and I used to wear a lot of eyeliner and stuff like that. So once I graduated high school, it was funny because all of that became like super popular, and I was way into that before all of this like became super popular. So I'm gonna kind of go over how I did it, and some of the stuff you're gonna be like, wow, like that's how you did your makeup. Yes, it is how I did my makeup. I've evolved, okay? But a lot of the stuff that I did use too was drugstore, because that's what was accessible to me, and I kind of went to the drugstore like almost once a week or like every other week. So I'd always go, and my mom would let me pick out stuff and buy stuff. So I don't have everything that I would use, and this is kind of a compilation of like high school stuff and right after high school, because I did get into makeup a lot right after high school. So I have a lot of stuff here like from right after high school. Like I never wore highlighter in high school or in school in general. I didn't even know what highlighter was until after I graduated, and then I bought highlighter, and I've never gone back since. It's one of my favorite things. So we'll get into the video since I've been talking so much. And guys, I cut my hair. Oh, sorry, you can see it. It's actually really like a cute length. The only thing is my mom cut it like straight across for me because I was so sick of my long hair, even though I kind of miss it. So I need to go and get it layered now that stuff is opening up. And then she did cut my bangs, and they're right here. Like look at how short they are. Like when they're down, they're like to here, and it's kind of short. I'm not used to it, but I like it. So that's my hair right now. I'm kind of happy that I cut it because it's hot too. So I'm gonna look kind of weird right now because I'm just gonna clip up my hair, and you're gonna see like I look like a Who from Whoville, but it's cool. And to top it off with me doing a somewhat high school type makeup, I used to break out a lot in high school on my nose, and we have this beauty right here, if you can see it, that decided to come out and play for this video, so it's perfect. Alright, so we're gonna start off with brows, and I still kind of start off with them, but I don't do a lot to them, whereas when I was in high school I used to do a lot to them, and you're gonna see right now how I used to do them. And I would use the Maybelline Brow Precise Shaping Pencil, so it looks like this. You can see it here. And I use it in soft brown, and yes, I still have one because I did kind of use it once I got out of high school, and then I kind of transitioned to the NYX like micro brow pencil, and that's really good. And Anastasia Dip Brow I use partially. I don't use it all the time, but I do use the Anastasia powders now, and like those are really good. Like I like a more like natural brow, not very filled in. I did my time with that in high school, and then I gave up. I was like, this just looks horrible. My senior picture I hate, let me tell you. I don't know what I was thinking. And this color is supposed to be like a soft brown, obviously soft brown, but I think when I used to fill them in, it looked too dark to me. So let's see how this goes. I can't even remember how I used to do this. I used to go underneath like this. Do you see that? Like right there. Oh my god. It's so like waxy. Oh my god, this is gonna be horrible. I already know. Oh my. It doesn't look that bad on camera, but trust me, it doesn't look that good in person. How did I do this? I think one thing growing up and like remembering using this pencil is that it's kind of waxy, but at the same time it's like very creamy. See how like the tip's already like kind of bent right there? It's very creamy, but like it's creamy to the point where it doesn't dry down. So my brows kind of looked like wet and greasy like all day, which I did not like. But I literally used to go like this. And I think this is why I'm so like patient with my brows now, and I don't put a lot on now because of this product. It screwed me up. Like look, oh my god, my brows are so dark. Why would you guys let me do this? Why? No joke. And I would fill them in so much, and then I'd go like this and go through with the spoolie. Guys, this is what I used to do. And honestly, I can't believe that I used to do it. This product, like I said, is really like greasy and slippery. And there's just like pieces of it like throughout my brow. And I literally used to have like block brows like this. And I'm actually very angry looking at it now that my mom let me go out of the house like this. Oh my god, I can't. And then moving on, I did use my concealer and one of these little brushes, these flat brushes. This one's the e.l.f. Professional Eyeliner brush. And I use this to just like go around my brows and like make that end nice and blocky. So I did used to use like the little NYX concealer pots for that, but I do not have those anymore. So we're just gonna use my Fit Me concealer. And then after that, I did also prime my eyelids. So believe it or not, I never used to use primer for eyeshadow. Yeah, I was that girl. And my friend Tia Tran, go check out her page. I'll link her down below. I've talked about her before. She also gave me a lime crime eyeshadow primer, and I completely remember that, and I used the whole thing, and I've never gone back since. I've always used eyeshadow primer now after she suggested I use it. So thank you, Tia. You're the real one. And I'm going to be using the NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette. And it's going to be this one. It's the Warm Neutrals. So this is probably one of the only older palettes that I still own. I am thinking of decluttering it. I wanted to do this video to see how I feel about it. And like I said, I use a lot of drugstore makeup, so this is like one of my palettes that I did buy that was not, in a sense, super drugstore. Like this, NYX was drugstore, but like for me, I actually went to the actual NYX store and like bought this. And this was after high school, so I don't really have any makeup, well, any eyeshadow from when I was in high school. But what I did is I would use the little ones that came in it. You know what I'm talking about? The double-ended tiny ones, and I'd go like that. I used to use those. Yeah, I know. But I don't have those anymore because they're trash. So I did try and get like the brushes that I would use. So like I'd use something similar to this, and this brush, I've had this since I was in high school, and I still kind of use it every once in a while. And then I did buy this after high school, so I use this too. So I'm gonna use 3 brushes only, and no, I did not blend my eyeshadow very well, and I used 3 colors, and that was it. Let me tell you, it wasn't cute. It was not cute. And I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I didn't ever set my lid with an actual like lid color. I kind of just like went into it, so that's what we're gonna do. I don't know what I'm doing today. What I think I would do is I'd probably go into this like light shade down here. Knowing me, I would do that. So I'm gonna take that little brush. This is a Posh brush. It's an eyeshadow brush, that's all it says. I really don't think I tapped off the excess either, so we're not gonna do that. And I would go like this. At least I knew to put something in the crease. I'm glad that I knew that. So I would go like this. I would blend it out like a little bit, and then if I wanted it a little deeper, I would go in. I really want to tap this off so bad, you have no idea. This is what I would do. And when I was younger, I used to do one eye at a time. I'm technically not doing that right now because I like to do both eyes at the same time now. And then I'd use the same brush and take the glittery shade. So let me see, what do I want to use? I think I'm going to use this like red one right here. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. And I would pack it on the brush. And I would just go over like this, all over the lid. I mean, honestly, eyeshadow can look worse, guys. It can look worse. Trust me, it can look so much worse than this. Thankfully, in my senior year of high school, I was like, I'm gonna go on YouTube and look up some stuff on how to blend eyeshadow correctly. And let me tell you, that was the year that like all the YouTubers started coming out, and thank God for them because they helped your girl learn a good blend. So I used to do that. It's not like it's pretty. Not my favorite. This palette's not bad. What I mean not my favorite is like my color choices weren't my favorite, but this is how it used to be. And I think I'm going to take this light like gold shade in the top, and I'm going to kind of get that too. Just like put that on the middle. OMG. Whoops. Well, that was a lot more pigmented than I thought it was going to be. It's fine. Okay, so I did finish up my other eye. This actually looks a lot better than I thought it would because, I mean, it's not great, but it does look better than I thought it would. And like I said, I use different eyeshadow palettes, so it probably would look a lot different than it does right now. But I did go in with this glittery light champagne-y shade on the brow bone. And what else did I do? I put eyeliner. As you can see, this is how I used to do my eyeliner. I didn't know how to do a wing. This was before cat eyeliner was like a thing. And then I did tight lines, so this is how I used to do my liner. Yeah, I did it like this. And I did use the Revolution black eyeliner that I did talk about in my Revolution makeup haul. So I still use I don't like the felt tip, but I did use that today. And I like this kohl side. This is like my favorite, so I use this all the time. Very creamy. I'm actually gonna kind of go in right here because I used to go like all the way down to here. See? Do I do that anymore? No, I do not. I like to keep it like as simple as possible. And then, what else was I gonna say? The eyeliner that I used to use back in the day that was the felt liner was the Jordana one in black. Those were actually really good, and like to this day, like I would use it. If I found another one, I would use it, not gonna lie. And the mascara I used to use with the Covergirl Supersizer, this is one of them. I don't know if you can kind of see it. I still use this today. It's one of my 3 mascaras that I use. So I already curled my eyelashes too because I always have issues with my eyelashes curling. So I'd go like this. And the other one that I used to use, this is one of the only mascaras that I used to use a long time ago, was the Mega Plush Volume Express by Maybelline. So I still have, I mean, this is a newer one obviously, but this is what I used to use. And then I used to use a lot of Maybelline mascaras, but I don't use the ones that I used to use now. So I used to take this and just, I've always gone for the same look though, length and volume. Why I thought it was in this mascara, I don't know. Alright, so I did finish up my lashes and they're not terrible. They're not my favorite either. And I did put eyeliner on the bottom. As you can see, I put it everywhere, so my eyes look very dramatic. It doesn't look that bad on camera, I'm not gonna lie. It does not look bad, but in person it's pretty dramatic, and that's how I always used to wear makeup. And when I was done with high school, I stopped doing it like that, thank the Lord. And I didn't use primer either, so based off of after high school I did start wearing primer, and I did the Professional because that was like my very first primer that I ever started using, and I have a little one left. So I did that, and then I would do concealer. The only one that I could remember was like the NYX one, which I don't have anymore, and I think that's it. But I am going to use the Maybelline Fit Me concealer because like I've used this forever, and I'm pretty sure I did use this at the end of high school, so we're gonna go in with that. So I finished concealing my face. Doesn't look that bad on camera, but in person it don't look that good right now. So I used to use a Covergirl foundation, the one with the pump. I forget what it was, the Outlast, I think. I had that recently, but I got rid of it because I didn't like it anymore. It was very like light coverage and just like did not look good on my skin. And of course the one I do love is the Maybelline Matte Fit Me Poreless. So I did end up getting this like my last year in high school. I'm going to use this because it's one of my all-time favorites. This is way too much, and I don't like using these brushes anymore. See, and then I used to get made fun of because if I did my makeup at school, I would use a brush like this. Oh my god, this is horrible. Oh no, honey. Guys, this is honestly horrible. So this brush actually really sucks. I think it's the bristles, they're like synthetic, so we're not gonna use that. I'm gonna use my Sigma F80. So I did use this a lot after high school, so we're gonna use this. Hopefully this can save my foundation because that other brush was horrid. So I did finish my foundation off screen. I used the rest of this brush. It doesn't look the best right now, and I love this foundation. I really think that this brush just accentuates my pores. Yeah, like it doesn't, I feel like it's just not sitting well. And honestly, I don't really use Professional anymore, and I don't think I like it anymore because I had that in my thing in my drawer and I decided to use it, and I really don't think I like it anymore. It's kind of greasy, to be honest, and I'm not, like I said, I don't like greasy stuff. So I am gonna use the Coty Airspun face powder just to like set my face because this is one of my favorite powders. And I'm gonna use my Real Techniques powder brush, this big fluffy brush, and just tap in there and just go all over the face. I didn't start baking until like kind of a lot after high school and after I graduated. I don't think I started baking till like when it first became really popular, maybe like 2015, 2016. So I do love Coty Airspun powder. It's one of my favorites. It lasts a long time. If you are not like a fan of scents, I probably wouldn't use this, but I do love it. And I am gonna go in with bronzer today, even though I don't usually do bronzer. So the bronzers that I would typically use back in the day was the Rimmel Natural Bronzer, and this one's in Sunshine. And yes, this is old and I probably shouldn't use it, but I was gonna declutter it and I ended up not decluttering it. And it's like pretty sparkly, do you see it? And orangey. For some reason I liked that. And then I bought this NYX 05 brush for contouring. I don't know who I thought I was because I don't even bronze or contour anymore. I rarely did when I was younger either. I don't know why I thought I was going to, honestly. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna do a quick little, because I don't do this anyways. I do still like this brush. Yeah, there's a lot of shimmer there. I don't know if you can see it. Like it. And then the blush that I would use was this Maybelline blush, and it is in Berry & More. It's their baked powder blush. So I got into blush when I was in high school. It's like a deep, like, burgundy red type of shade. Believe me, I used to be tanner, so this looked better on me. But now it's kind of like red on me if I wear too much of it. But I've always been a blush person. Like, I've worn blush for a long time. Still like the baked blushes by Maybelline. They're still good. Luminoso is like one of my favorites. And then I've always done this since I was younger. I'm gonna take my Fit Me Maybelline powder. I have used this forever. Another powder I probably used was the Covergirl compacts. So you know those circular ones? I used to use those too, but I haven't bought one of those in years. So I always just like reset my face. I don't know why. This is just like a habit I've always had. Kind of go over the blush if it's like too much, you know? It's just crazy how I can see how there's not enough coverage under my eyes right now. Even though like I piled it on. I don't know why I'm having that issue. And then what I use next. Next we're going into... Alright, and then what I used next is my favorite part. Highlighter. Favorite. I love glitter and sparkly things. So this was actually my first highlighter. It's a Becca one, and it is in Opal, I believe. Yes, and this I've had for the longest. You can almost see, you see the pan in there? I'm hitting pan on it. And I don't really use this that much anymore, but I kind of want to get into using it again because I have so many other ones that I like. And I used this with this brush. Yeah, this was like one of my first highlighting brushes, and I still have it. It's like all beat up, you see it? This is the Real Technique setting brush, and I used to use this as a highlighting brush. So I would take this, and like I said, I didn't get into this until I was after high school. So your girl was, oh, that was a lot. That was a lot. But your girl was looking poppin', working at the movie theater. Yeah, my first job was a movie theater. And honestly, it was one of the greatest jobs ever. And it was so fun, and I definitely would do it all over again. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, so pretty. So that's kind of where I did it. I didn't start doing the inner corner until later on, so I'm not going to do that. This is a really good highlighter. I'm gonna start using this more. I miss it. Look at how beautiful that is. I remember going to Sephora and like picking this out. Like, this is one of my first big makeup purchases, was this highlighter. And I had this girl help me, and I was like, I told her, I was like, this is my first time picking highlighter. Which one do you think is good for my skin tone? And she said she liked this one, and she said it was very popular. And I was like, I like that one too. I was so excited. And then I am gonna set my brows with a clear brow gel. So this is the ABH clear brow gel. You can't really see it, but I did used to use a Wet n Wild clear one that they don't have anymore, or I haven't seen it, so I don't want to say they don't have it. So I used to do this and just set my brows. Alright, so this is what I look like. I am gonna finish with my setting spray. So the setting spray that I used to probably use back in the day, honestly I did use Mario Badescu as a setting spray, but I don't like to do that anymore because it's kind of like a skincare thing, you know? But I did used to use MAC Fix Plus. So this is the lavender scented one when they had the flavors going on. I don't like to use this as a setting spray anymore. I do it like once in a while, maybe if I want my face to look more like somewhat a little dewy rather than like just completely matte like I like to go for. So I used to use this as a setting spray. You can use it as a setting spray. It is a good setting spray, but I like to use it for like shadows, like glittery shadows, you know? One of my favorite setting sprays is obviously Maybelline Make It Last. And to finish the look off, I did curl my eyelashes too, if you can kind of see it. But to finish it off, I'm going to do my lip product. So I didn't used to line my lips until after high school. I used to wear like lipsticks, but I don't have any of the old like colors I used to use. But what I always used to do is I wouldn't even put a lipstick on half the time. I would just do gloss. So I do have an old gloss that I used to use, and it's probably expired, but it still works pretty good, not gonna lie. It is the Beauty Rush lip gloss, and it's by Victoria's Secret. So yeah, we used to use these all the time in high school and middle school. And another one that was really good was the Bath and Body Works ones, the Liplicious ones. Those were our favorite, and they're still my favorite to this day. Like, I wish they would bring them back, because I'm damn sure that there's so many people that would actually buy those now. That was like something me and my friends would collect and come to school and be like, look what I got over the weekend. It smells so good. We thought we were so cool. Yeah, this color's pretty. I don't really have like a orangey color, and I had like a brownie color, but I didn't really wear brown like that when I was younger, so I wanted to just go with what I usually do. Alright guys, this is the finished look. I do have to say it is not that bad. Obviously my eyebrows are too much for me. This is exactly how they used to look. They probably even look darker than this, honestly. My eyeshadow is actually not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. The palette is actually not bad after all these years, and I have heard a lot of reviews on these, and a lot of people don't seem to like these, but I think it's actually pretty good. Is it what I'm going for anymore? No. I do have a lot of other palettes that do have these colors, so I'm probably going to declutter it because I know that I'm not going to use it. I've kept it for so long and have tried to use it, and I haven't. So I wanted to do like one last hurrah with it. Obviously, I love the foundation. I didn't like putting it on with a brush today, not gonna lie. The blush I'm still gonna use. The bronzer I still like. I didn't end up decluttering that recently. My eyeliner doesn't look as intense as it usually does. Like, it looks, my eyes stand out more, like I notice it, but like I've never worn this much black on my eyes like this in such a long time. Such a long time. Like, kind of digging it, but I know that I probably won't do it again. Alright, so this is the finished look once again. Like I said, the eyebrows don't look that bad on the camera, but in person I can't wait to wipe them off. So thanks for watching. If you liked it, hit that subscribe button obviously to keep getting more videos like this, and hit the thumbs up if you liked it. And if you want to do videos like this, tag me in them. Let me see what y'all are working with. Okay? Love you guys. Have a nice day.